Good morning, my beautiful people. How's everyone doing this morning? Let me find my live chat. I was a little bit late. I planned on going live like at about 10:30, but the dogs wouldn't let me. Hey, Melanie, Cindy, Ashley P. Good morning. Welcome. Leroy. Good morning. Sapphire, Nurse Teacher, Debbie. Cement Shoes, Misty, Michelle P. It is Stacy. Good morning, everybody, and congratulations, nurse teacher. I know you have been going to school forever and working really hard and holding down a job and being a mom. So, congrats. Props to you for doing it all. Hey, Pink Sugar, welcome. Cute name, by the way. You know, when I started YouTube, I couldn't think of any daggone cute names. Yes, Sapphire, live chat reminder. Thank you. Thank you. I got to remind myself when I switch screens here to catch my chat back up. Because I have to pull up my YouTube and mute it so I can see the live chat. Anyways, it's a beautiful day outside, guys. As soon as I get done with this stream, I'm going to do a little bit of housework, and then my butt's going to suntan. I'm like a freaking lizard in the summertime, y'all. I just soak up the sun. I'm so excited for summer, and I'm getting my kiddie pool out. And I'm going to fill it up with water. It'll be too cold to get in, but, you know, maybe the sun will heat it up. Hey, little Kelly. Good morning. Cheryl T. Good morning. If I missed anybody saying good morning, I'm sorry. I don't do that on purpose, so nobody think that. So this morning we got a lot to talk about. You know, yesterday I saw that article about Letecia when I was doing my morning stream and said I was going to read it and forgot. So we're going to talk about that this morning. La Monster wanted to represent herself, then she refused to use the law library, so they booted her. Anyway, she's crying about that. But first, we're going to talk about Kristin Smart. Last night before I went to bed, I looked up Kristin Smart, you know, because there's a lot happening with the case right now. And I found this exclusive, this article with this exclusive interview with Paul Flores's neighbors. Yes, it's very interesting, and there's even pictures. We're going to read that, and I want y'all's opinion on it. And then we're going to talk, well, of course, we're going to talk about La Monster after Kristin. Then we're going to talk about Madame Perv. She is such a crybaby. I'm going to have fun with that article. I love making fun of Madame Perv. She's an evil, evil woman, y'all. Oh, yes. Also, do y'all remember that case last summer, Leila Cavett? She met up, okay, she went from like Georgia to Florida to meet up with this so-called witch doctor. Anyways, her little boy, Camden's, found wandering around the streets. Somebody calls the police. Layla is nowhere to be found. Anyways, they charged this guy that she met up with, this alleged witch doctor, with federal kidnapping. Anyway, they have dropped the charges against him. They had blood evidence and everything in his vehicle. Him on security footage and everything, and they have dropped the charges against him. And you know what? That poor little boy, poor little Camden, is still in foster care. None of the family can get him because this case is so complicated, complex, because it's, you know, it involves 2 or 3 different states. Anyways, we'll get to that at the end of my stream. Okay, Let's start on Kristin Smart. I'm wearing turkey babies in a sling. Oh, yeah, Sapphire. I need that picture I could share with everybody at the end of my stream. Sapphire has baby turkeys, and they're real little. She don't know if they're boys or girls yet. She just got them. But anyway, she made this little sling so that she can carry them around. It's so freaking cute. Latrocity and GM is Bride of Leatherface. I know, Ghislaine Maxwell. She is so ugly. Hey, Cheryl Lynn, Shannon. Natalie, hey, beautiful. So good to see you. Birds of Leatherface. Bride of Leatherface. Yeah. She's ugly as hell, y'all. That freaking Ghislaine Maxwell. Madam Perv. I love calling her Madam Perv. Okay, let me get my Kristin Smart article. I had all this pulled up and closed it out. Why do I do that crap for? Okay, let's see. Damn, she's ugly as sin. I just saw a picture of Letecia when I got in my Discord room. Damn, she is. She's ugly as hell. Okay. Let me close out some of my tabs. Screen share. Lady, are you having a bad dream, sweetheart? Do y'all hear Lady snoring? Sweetie, it's okay. Wake up. Hold on a minute. Lady, wake up, baby. She was having a nightmare. Okay, exclusive. Neighbors point to Flores' yard as likely location of Kristin Smart's body. Before I read this, I want to show y'all some pictures. Look at this. Look what he had. Concrete. That concrete that, you know, makes up real fast. I know a lot of people have that and do work around their house, but, you know, he's a murder suspect. Okay. Let's read the editor's note. The second layer of bricks partially finished in Paul Flores' backyard. Look at that. Okay, editor's note. Cal Coast News reporters conducted multiple interviews with neighbors of Paul Flores over the past year. Several sources asked that their name not be disclosed in articles. This is by Karen Beadley and Josh Friedman, something. Kristin Smart case investigators did not find her body below the deck of a house in Rio Grande owned by murder suspect Paul Flores' father. They did find evidence that a body had once been buried there. Now neighbors in the San Pedro neighborhood, where Paul Flores lived for more than a decade, say he buried something in his backyard about a year ago. I know all this is hearsay, but it's very interesting to hear what the neighbors have got to say. SLO County Deputy District Attorney Christopher Pouvarel, I can't say his name, Pouvarel or something like that, declared in documents used in a bail reduction hearing for Paul Flores and his father Reuben that investigators had found evidence that a body had been buried under the father's deck. The excavation below his deck showed damning evidence that a body had been buried in that location, then recently moved, the district attorney said in a written statement filed in court. The Washington Post reported on April 21st. The documents, a part of a county probation report, were inadvertently placed online and accessed. Nikki Rodriguez, spokesperson for the San Luis Obispo Superior Court, told CNN. The documents were published by the San Luis Obispo Tribune. Damn, I hate saying that town. Neighbors who asked not to be identified in this story were suspicious when Paul Flores had left his backyard overgrown with weeds for years, began removing the brush in 2019. Paul Flores dug a large hole in a rear corner of his backyard after that, his neighbors said. Some weeks later, and shortly before midnight, one of the neighbors saw Paul Flores take something wrapped in a black blanket from the trunk of his car. The neighbor watched as he carried the object to his backyard and put it in the hole. He covered the hole with plywood. Why didn't you call the cops? I mean, everybody knows, like, for the last 20-some years, he's been the prime suspect. The next day, the neighbor asked Paul what he had put in the hole. He said it was his dead dog, the neighbor recalled. But the neighbor said they did not believe he had any dogs then. After that, Paul built a roughly 10 by 15 foot wood frame around the hole and placed rebar, metal reinforcing bars inside. He rented a concrete truck and filled the frame. Once the concrete set, Paul Flores laid red bricks over the concrete. Cal Coast News reported on and published pictures of bags of cement on Paul Flores's front porch about a year ago. So this picture, this concrete, was took about a year ago. Bags of concrete. Okay. He was working to add a second layer of bricks when he was arrested on April 13, 2021. It was weird to me. A neighbor who asked not to be identified said, "You don't put bricks over bricks." Shortly after Paul Flores buried the object in his backyard, he acquired 2 mixed pit bulls, a female named Lucy and her pup. The pup died about a month or 2 ago. He probably killed it. Flores then brought home another dog, a pit bull, which neighbors described as vicious. After deputies arrested Paul, his dogs remained in the backyard. Neighbors threw food over the back fence and tried to get animal control to pick up the dogs. Several days ago, the dogs broke out and a neighbor took the dogs to his home. Deputies left the dogs in the backyard because a relative of Flores was supposed to take care of the property following the arrest, the sheriff's office said. Look at that weirdo, oh freaking slob. Since Paul Flores' arrest, people have been in and out of his home. Doors have been left open, and it appears the property is vacant, neighbors said. Neighbors also said it appeared there was a squatter in the house for several days. That's good enough for them. On Wednesday afternoon, the home was targeted in what the Los Angeles Police Department, which has jurisdiction in San Pedro, classified as an attempted burglary. Paul Flores remains incarcerated at the county jail where he's being held without bail. Ruben Flores was released on bail Thursday morning. Prosecutors also claimed in the bail documents that Paul Flores was believed to be a serial rapist. Dozens of women have recounted Paul Flores' sexual assaults and predatory behavior that document his 25 years as a serial rapist. Deputy District Attorney Christopher, I looked up his name this morning, Pouvrel, that's how you say it, Pouvrel said. Investigators have said that Paul killed Kristin during an attempted sexual assault, and his father helped hide the body. Paul Flores and Kristin were both students at California Polytechnic State University in San Luis Obispo at the time of her disappearance. I know this is hearsay, a lot of this article, but it's very, very interesting to hear, what the neighbors have to say. And shout out to the neighbors that fed these Kakasha's dogs. Kakasha means piece of shit. Look, I know a lot of people, we do a lot of work around the house, and I don't have any concrete, but a lot of people keep concrete for projects and stuff, but this is a murder suspect, the prime suspect in a murder case, so it's a little bit different. Interesting. I wonder if cops have dug up that place that these neighbors are talking about. It says he was working on a second layer of bricks when he was arrested April 13th, 2021. What the hell is under those bricks? With the law on his ass, I don't know if he would be dumb enough to bury the body on his property again, somewhere else on the property. I would say they took her remains, whatever was left, probably skeletal remains, to another location far from them, far from their property, and buried her. But they say they have evidence that she was once buried under Ruben Flores's deck. These people are sick. Just think about them sitting out on that deck, probably having barbecues, having a little chit chat with the family, grandkids, if they have any, and Kristin Smart buried, beneath their feet, beneath the deck, beneath the ground. It's sick. It's beyond morbid. I don't have any freaking words for it. These mofos deserve to get their karma quick. And I think karma is getting ready to get them. They've done been cuffed and stuffed. They just need to be booked and cooked. That part about them hearing her watch alarm go off from under the deck is so chilling. Where did you read that? Well, that wasn't in this article, was it, Cement Shoes? Oh my gosh. Having cookouts, eating up, knowing she's under there. Yuck. Yeah, I was telling Mark about this case, and I was like, just think about it. They probably had family get-togethers out there, sitting out there drinking coffee, barbecuing, maybe drinking some beer, having a good old time, and all the while, Kristin Smart's buried underneath the deck, underneath their feet. And you think about it like that. Them some messed up mofos. Let me tell you something. I know you want to protect your kids, but you can't protect your kid and let your kid harm other people's children. That's just the freaking facts. You reported it a few lives back. Oh, see how stuff slips my mind? Really, I'll have to go back and watch that. That is so crazy. Well, I'm just wondering what they got that makes them say she was once buried there. They found something, and it's more than just a cadaver dog picking up a scent. They need to dig up that concrete slab. He could have buried a dog. If he buried a dog, he probably killed the freaking dog because he's a weirdo. He's probably killed other people. Look, sexual assault is not about sex. It is about power. He attempted, this is what investigators say, to rape Kristin. She probably fought back even though she was intoxicated. He killed her. If you think that's the last time he ever done anything like that, you're crazy. No. Rapists, they can't control it. They can't control the urge to have power and control over something that's, vulnerable, weaker than them. That's the way my brain is too, Cement Shoes. I cannot believe that. I forgot that. Wow. Anyways, let's pray, guys, that they got some good evidence against these mofos. Oh, and Paul Flores' mom, Susan, she needs to be charged too, because she knew what her weirdo freaking son did. Lady, your son's a freaking weirdo. And you and your ex-husband, y'all need to be cuffed and stuffed, because y'all know where Kristin Smart was all this time. Imagine what Kristin Smart's mom and dad's been through. 20-some years, all they wanted is their daughter's freaking body so that they can give her a proper burial. Like her family said, they discarded her like a piece of human garbage. Justice for Kristin. Amen. We need to start that hashtag. Justice for Kristin. These mother effers make me sick, y'all. Okay, so prayers for her family. We'll keep following this, see what happens. Now, let's go to La Monster. That's what I like to call Letecia, La Monster. Let me get my article. Uh-oh. See, I got messages I need to reply to. I will after my stream. Okay, let me get the latest article I found this morning. Ghislaine Stauch murder. La Monster loses access to jail library for up to 90 days. I think it's funny. That's awesome. That stupid bitch. I can't stand that evil. Uh-oh. It's playing a video on me, guys. It's playing a video. Let me pause it. Okay. Let me get it screen shared. My mouse is not working good. I'm never buying one of these Surf-On mouses again from Walmart. Okay.
And hundreds of meaningful gifts at prices you'll love. Only at Kay.
We don't want to watch this ad over here. Let's pause it. Colorado Springs, Colorado. Letecia Stauch, the Colorado Springs woman accused of murdering her
11-year-old stepson lost her library privileges at the jail for up to 90 days. 37-year-old Letecia Stauch plans to represent herself, and most of the case against her can only be accessed at the jail library. Court records show she twice refused to use her scheduled library time, a violation of the jail's rules. During a hearing in February, the judge repeatedly tried to convince Stauch she would be better off having an attorney. Katie Johnston for CBSN Denver.
Court records show Stauch twice refused to use her scheduled time in the library, which is a violation of the jail's rules. The suspension of privileges was first reported by the Gazette. Reports show she thought the time slots were too early. KKTV reporter Spencer Wilson tweeted, "This is the same woman who wanted to represent herself so she could work the case 23/7. During a hearing in February, the judge tried repeatedly to convince Stauch that she would be better off having an attorney handle her defense, but Stauch insisted that she could do it herself. Stauch brushed off the judge's concerns that she would not be able to work through the case, roughly 26,000 pages before the trial. This damn video over here is getting on my nerves. I can't get it down. Okay. Stauch's preliminary hearing is scheduled for May 20th and 21st. She faces a charge of first-degree murder with intent and deliberation, plus 8 other crimes of violence, sentencing enhancer charges. Gannon Stauch was reported missing on January 27th. LaMonster called 911 to report that he had not returned after going to a friend's house. Investigators believe he was killed in his bedroom. According to the affidavit, and there was blood spatter on the walls and enough blood loss to stain his mattress, soak through the carpet pad, and stain the concrete below his bed. 2 days after reporting him missing, LaMonster changed her story, claiming a man named Eduardo raped her at gunpoint, then took off with Gannon after he tried to stop the assault. Bless his little sweet bones. Gannon's body was found in Florida on March 18th. The prosecution said the body was so badly decomposed a medical examiner hadn't been able to complete the autopsy. Okay, there's another article where she's saying something stupid to the judge. Let me find that real quick. She said some kind of little weirdo phrase to the judge. This woman thinks she is highly intelligent, y'all. She thinks that she is smarter than everyone else. She really does. Let me see if it was in this Crime Online article. Okay, so she didn't want to go to the law library real early in the morning because she said that she was too drowsy. She might fall asleep. Let me see. I'll read y'all what she said. Let me share this. I'm trying to find the article where she was basically telling the judge like she had it covered. You know. She's so damn smart. She's a psychopath. She's all the above. Psychopath, sociopath, all of them. Weirdo, top of the list. Weirdo monster. Okay, it says... Stauch refused to go to the law library, claiming the early morning time scheduled for her library visits were cutting into her sleep while not considering her medical issues. Nobody cares about your medical issues, you evil bitch. CJC Law library rules states that Stauch can go to the law library during a time in which law enforcement chooses. In other words, she cannot pick her own time to schedule an appointment. Court documents indicate that Stauch previously signed paperwork indicating that she understood she could not choose when she wants to go to the library. She's going to use this and try to say, oh, they wouldn't let me go to the library, so I couldn't prepare for my case. That's the way that bitch's mind works. Cy Gillespie, the commander of the security division at the jail, told the judge that when he went to get Stauch for her law library time, she told him her drowsiness would interfere due to the early morning time slot she was given. Why, cry me a river, yo bitch. Excuse me, she's evil. Okay, so Gillespie said that he reminded her that she couldn't choose her own hours. He added that she could keep the hours given to her. Stauch asked Gillespie if he expected her sleep all day, then thanked him, asked him to pull her name off the list for law library privileges, claiming she didn't need the law library. What? Stauch asked Gillespie if he expected her sleep all day. What? She is a weirdo. She don't even make freaking sense. On April 8th, Stauch's privileges to the library were suspended for 90 days. I was trying to find what she said to that judge, but I can't find it. It was something smart, and she's a freaking narcissist. She was jealous of this kid. She did not like this kid because she was jealous of his mother. Oh, she resented him, and she's jealous of the biological mother, Landon. That was the whole problem here. She's a crazy, evil bitch, bottom line. She's guilty as hell. I wish they'd fry her in the electric chairs. What I wish they'd do to her. Anyways, prayers for Gannon's family. I can't wait till this bitch is sentenced to life in prison, because it's coming. It's coming. There's overwhelming evidence against that weirdo. Okay, what else? Oh, yeah. Oh, here's another one complaining about her sleep. Another weirdo. Ghislaine Maxwell, a.k.a. Madam Perv. Madam Perv, who won't even flush her own toilet. Let me get this comment down. Okay. Madam Perv won't even flush her own toilet, and now she's mad because the guards are checking on her every few minutes because she's on suicide watch. You freaking weirdo. Let me look at my chat a minute. Sorry, guys, I forgot to look at the chat here. Taking to grudge against an adult out on a child is evidence of a diseased mind. You know what? Unfortunately, cement shoes, there's a lot of good step parents in the world. I had one of the best stepdads ever invented, ever born. But unfortunately, there are a lot that are jealous of their stepchildren, or they resent their stepchildren because they're really jealous of the biological parents. Hey, Dorothy Marie, welcome, welcome. See, I missed the man in the chat. Hello, everyone. I am a new subscriber here, and I agree with Cece. She was jealous of Gannon. Thank you, Dorothy, and welcome. Just know, Dorothy, if I ever miss you in the chat and don't say hello, I'm not ignoring you. It's just the way I am. Most of the time, I can't see the chat when I'm reading, you know. But I don't ever want anybody to feel left out. I know how it feels when you go in chats and nobody says hello, but everybody else is like, they got their own group. It's kind of weird. Anyways. Okay, so let's move on to Ghislaine. Weirdo Ghislaine. Well, let me fix my StreamYards first here. Okay, let's put it like that. I got a lot up for this one, y'all. Okay. 14-year-old boy kills 2 people himself during sleepover at cousins. Oh my God, we'll have to look at that. Jail guards deprive an accused child sex perv. I love the way they say that. Child sex perv, Ghislaine Maxwell, of sleep with around-the-clock suicide checks. Hey, you know what? Around the clock, they should go in there and jerk her up out of bed by the hair of her head and take her over to her toilet that she won't flush and dunk her head in it. That's what I think. I wish they could do that. Okay. Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney argued Monday in a New York court that the accused sex trafficker needs bail as she is being deprived of sleep behind bars, making it impossible for them to prepare for her trial. Well, why? Somebody give her the teat. Let her suck on it. Jesus Christ. Poor Ghislaine can't get no sleep. Stupid bitch. Lawyer David Marcus claimed guards at the Metropolitan Detention Center shine a flashlight into Maxwell's cell every 15 minutes to ensure she has not harmed herself. Hey, they have to. You little weirdo coward buddy done outed, took himself out. He killed himself, allegedly. Marcus said the arraignment has made it impossible for him and Maxwell, age 59, to prepare for the July 12th trial, according to the New York Post. Every other day they're crying about something. She is such a freaking coward. Marcus also alleged that Maxwell uses a sock or towel in lieu of a face mask. However, prosecutors said Maxwell was given a face mask and asserted that the 15-minute checks are routine. They are routine. Whether you're on suicide watch or not, they always come around about every 15, 20 minutes. The three-judge panel appeared skeptical of the prosecution's claims. It is routine to shine a light to the eyes of every prisoner? Are you telling us that? Judge, I don't know how you say his name, Lavelle asked. Maxwell remains jailed without bail following her July 2nd arrest in Bradford, New Hampshire. She is accused of grooming at least 3 underage girls, as young as 14, for the late Jeffrey Epstein to sexually abuse between 94 and 97. She has pleaded not guilty to sex trafficking and other related crimes. Guys, I gotta go let my beagle in. She's crying. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry guys. Mark must be deaf if he can't hear that dog crying at the door. Sorry about that. Okay. So according to the Reuters, is that how you say that? Reuters? Maxwell has been denied bail 3 times and has appealed a judge's decision to reject a $28.5 million bail arrangement that also entailed her renouncing her French and British citizenship. Maxwell has also sought to have her high-profile trial delayed until November or January, claiming her defense is extremely complex. Her appeal for bail remains pending. Complex? You are a weirdo. It's complex because you sexually abused numerous young girls. Recruited them, groomed them, joined in on the molestation orgies, the rape orgies. That's what I call them. Because, those girls was underage. They can't consent to crap. They were kids. They totally took advantage of girls that were from homes that, didn't have much money. From families, that... From families, that had, drug use, things like that. They took advantage of vulnerable young girls. They lured them in. Ghislaine would recruit them. She would give them money. She would buy them things. And then, that's what started the grooming process. Then she'd show them porn. Then she would start undressing in front of them. And then she would take them to Epstein. And they would take those girls to that pedo island, have these big rape orgies and everything. There's a lot of bigwigs that joined in on this too, like Prince, what's his name? Is it Prince Andrew? Yeah, there's a lot of them. See, this is not going to fly anymore in the United States just because you got money and you think you got power. You're not going to get by with this crap anymore. This is sick. It's really entailing how many girls they did this way. There may be some that's not even come forward. She is one sick individual. She comes out every day, her defense team, with another excuse why she should get out of jail. First, it was, one time her hair was falling out, and they made her clean as punishment, because we all know that having to clean is just horrific punishment. Right, y'all? She's so stupid. The reason they made her clean, the truth was, because the lazy bitch wouldn't flush her toilet after she peed and the number 2 in it. And it was stinking up the cell block. And they made her get up and clean it. They make every inmate clean their cell a couple times a week. They bring around a cart with disinfectant and stuff. Germs, cold, stuff like that. It spreads fast in jail, so they try to keep it disinfected. You have to take a shower and stuff. That's mandatory. You have to take a shower and keep clean. And Ghislaine don't like to do things like that because she's a nasty old bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on a roll. I'm feisty this morning. These people just kill me. I've been following the case since the fall 2018 and heard it all in its thought. There's no cover-up. He really is a monster. Who did this? Yes. Are you talking about Chris Watts? Oh, y'all were talking about Chris Watts? Yes, Chris Watts is he definitely did that. I mean, it is solved. There's nothing else to discuss. Exactly, Dorothy. That's the way I feel about it. The Chris Watts case. I only talk about it like if there's something in the news or something. But anyways, y'all, I just wanted to share that with y'all about that weirdo. Now, I got something important to share. Heartbreaking case. A lot of y'all may not be familiar with this case, or you may have forgotten about it. The Leila Cavett case. Need justice for Leila. They're going to let this weirdo off. They dropped the kidnapping charges, and sure as I'm sitting here, he killed her. There was blood evidence in his car. Let me pull this up. Who sent that to me? Oh, shout out to Red Rum Media. She sent me this. So, the alleged witch doctor, he's still in jail, like, on $100,000 bond. But they dropped the federal kidnapping. If they're going to drop the kidnapping charges, that means they're not going to charge him for murder. Let me get it pulled up. This guy's a witch doctor, he says. He's a weirdo idiot, really. Okay. Look at little Camden. That's her son's name. That's the little boy I was talking about at the beginning of my stream that was found wandering around. Yeah, he's still in foster care. The family can't get him because just the case, it goes across a couple different state lines. So it's made it complicated. Okay, Leila Cavett, kidnapping charges dropped against witch doctor, the last person seen with the missing mom. A self-proclaimed witch doctor is no longer facing federal kidnapping charges in connection with the case of a missing Georgia mother and her young son. Police still haven't found Leila Cavett, age 21, who disappeared last year while visiting Florida. Cavett's son, identified as Camden Cavett Arnold, was found outside and alone at an apartment complex in the 1860 block of Southwest 68th Avenue in Miramar, wandering alone on July 26, 2020. Passerby Ebony Williams discovered Camden in a t-shirt and dirty diaper. After searching the area for the toddler's caretakers without luck, she contacted the police. A gold Lexus that resembled self-proclaimed witch doctor Shannon Ryan's car was spotted on security footage by the apartment complex just moments before the toddler was found. Thank God he didn't kill Camden. Ryan was arrested and charged last year for giving false statements to the FBI. He was also charged at the time with kidnapping Camden. On Monday, a judge charged Ryan with a state charge of child neglect in connection with Camden. His bail was set at $100,000. The order of dismissal for the federal kidnapping charge was filed by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Florida. It doesn't reveal why the charge was dropped, but Local 10 reports that the case against Ryan is mostly circumstantial, which made the FBI's case rocky at best. Wait, now hold up a damn minute here. Is Red Rum in here? Now, they had some evidence against him. Look, he said that Leila come down to Florida from Georgia to sell him her pickup truck. She had just bought that truck. And they did know one another. They had previous history. Like, they were familiar with one another. Anyway, she goes to Florida. They're seen on surveillance camera a couple times, like at convenience stores. And then, after she's reported missing, investigators find her truck in a Walmart parking lot. The window is busted out of, I believe it's like the driver's side. Now, they had some surveillance video before she went missing when she first got down in Florida, when she was at a gas station. That truck window was not broke. Anyways, they set up a sting, and they sit there and wait in the parking lot. And here comes Shannon Ryan back to that truck, and investigators get him, cuff and stuff him. Anyways, there was something, they found some kind of paper towels, had some blood on it or something, and also his phone searches, he had looked up how to make chloroform. Where's Camden? Shortly after authorities found Camden, he was taken for a medical checkup, then placed in foster care. Since then, family members in Alabama have been trying to bring Camden home to live with relatives. Cavett's sister, Gina Lewis, said last year that the process has not been easy. In August 2020, the family hired a lawyer to begin the custody process. During that time, a judge began to allow visitation between the toddler and his family, which was held through Zoom meetings during the COVID pandemic. The family's lawyer, Javaron or something, D. Buckley Sr., explained last year to Miami Herald that since multiple states are involved in the case, it would be a while before the issue is settled. This is not fair to the kid. This kid's been through a lot. They should let him go to his family. It will be a while before anybody can get custody of Camden because there are multiple states involved, Florida, Georgia, and Alabama, Buckley said. What happened to Leila? According to the FBI, Cavett traveled from Georgia to Florida with her son to become an apprentice for Ryan, who not only refers to himself as a witch doctor, but also a chakra healer. Yeah, he also said that she came down there to sell him the truck, though, too. Ryan previously admitted that he was the last person to have seen Leila in Florida, but said he didn't know where she was. He claimed Leila and Camden got into a car with a group of men at a racetrack gas station in Hollywood, and he's not seen her since. That is absolutely not the truth. They pulled that surveillance footage, and actually his ass was caught on camera and throwing some evidence away. I can't remember exactly what the evidence was. During the investigation, detectives learned that Ryan went to Walmart and a gas station where he used a debit card to buy duct tape, odor eliminator, and extra large garbage bags. According to a federal search warrant, investigators found shovels with small droplets of some sort of red substance on them in Ryan's possession. Investigators also interviewed several workers at a racetrack gas station where Leila was spotted on July 25th. Employees said they noticed children's toys and women's clothing in the dumpster. One article of clothing looked identical to the floral pants Leila was seen wearing on security footage. Okay, yeah, so Yeah, he threw Camden's toys away and her clothes. One of the workers told investigators they saw Ryan near the gas station dumpsters. Law enforcement obtained security footage showing Ryan parking his car near the dumpster on July 25th. Search records of Ryan's phone allegedly showed incriminating online searches, including, in part, what day does commercial garbage pick up for Hollywood, Florida? Does bleach and alcohol make chloroform? Ryan reportedly continued to deny he had anything to do with Leila or her son's disappearance, although he claimed the pair left in a dark sedan at around 2:30 a.m. with a group of black males at the racetrack. Investigators say there's no evidence on security footage that backs up Ryan's claims. Prior to his arrest, Ryan posted an hour-long Facebook video claiming Leila left on her own with her son. On the same video, Ryan said he had known Leila and her son since 2019 and that the pair previously lived with him in Alabama. Ryan also said he was in Hollywood visiting a friend in the hospital when he asked Leila to come to Florida. He offered to buy her truck from her, a truck Leila had reportedly just bought for herself, and her sister said she was tickled to death to buy that truck. I said, "Let me buy that truck from you," Ryan said. "I'm not selling my truck." I'm like, "Leila, come on, sell me the truck." From my understanding, I thought she was the reason she was coming to Florida. See, he says she was coming to be his apprentice, but then he turns around and says, oh, that she was coming to Florida to sell her truck. That was the reason she was coming. See what I mean? Ryan alleged that Leila showed up with the truck and her son in Florida after their conversation. He claimed he paid $3,000 for the truck, spent the day with Leila and Camden, going to the beach, treating them to lunch and dinner. Security footage captured Leila on the evening of July 24th at the Cracker Barrel in Vero Beach with her son. She was spotted the following day at a racetrack gas station near 441 in Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, Florida. Leila entered and exited a Lexus sedan at the racetrack at around 3 p.m. on July 25th, 2020. Leila returned to the same gas station that evening with her son. In October 2020, investigators searched a Broward County landfill where trash from the racetrack dumpsters is taken. They didn't locate Leila. Crime Online reached out to Ryan prior to his arrest, but he refused to talk unless he was given a payment of $500,000. That's my price. This is how I do business. I get paid to answer people's questions, so you are no different. Other than that, I have nothing to say, and you can quote me on this, Ryan told Crime Online. Leila Cavett stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighs around 120 pounds. She has a tattoo on her inner right arm that reads Camden in cursive and a small tattoo of a Jesus fish on her right wrist. Anyone with information on Leila Cavett's whereabouts should contact the FBI Miami at 1-800-CALL-FBI or go to fbi.gov/tips. This is bullshit. This is total bullshit. And I remember us listening to his Facebook video prior to his arrest when he was talking about Leila. And he was a complete freaking nut in that video. And I remember saying to y'all, that guy is on freaking meth. He is jacked up. So they just dropped federal kidnapping charges. He still got like a state charge for Camden kidnapping the little boy, but no charges for Leila's murder. I know they can't locate her, but I know they got enough evidence to charge him. I know they do. We followed this case. I'm surprised that they never did charge him. This really shocked me to see this morning. Okay, so let me find my live chat. Let's look at that 14-year-old boy before I get off here. I will be doing a chat this evening. I'll try to be on camera. Try to get myself cleaned up, but I'm going to lay out my son today. Y'all know what, guys? I am so insecure because I have dark circles under my eyes. But I want to get to a point where I'm secure with myself and feel good about myself to where I can sit and do a whole live stream without my makeup on in front of you. That's what I want to do. That's one of my goals. And I'm getting in shape. I gotta get this big booty toned up or something. For real. Let me share this. Let's look and see what's going on with this 14-year-old. This is disturbing. My son's 14. A 14-year-old boy kills 2 people himself during sleepover at cousins. Jesus mercy. 3 people were found dead at a home in Indiana in what police believe was a murder-suicide. Greene County Sheriff's deputies responded to a 911 call placed on April 16th by a woman who said she found her daughter and 2 others dead in a home near Owensburg. Authorities identified the deceased as 14-year-old Cole Bixler, 21-year-old Jessica Bixler, 22-year-old Mason George. Jessica Bixler's mother reportedly contacted authorities after first finding the bodies, saying on the 911 call that all 3 had been shot. The Greene County coroner determined that each died of a gunshot wound to the head. According to the report, investigators believe that Cole Bixler, who was spending the night at the home of Mason George, Jessica's boyfriend, first shot Mason while he was sleeping on the couch, then shot Jessica in a bedroom, before shooting himself in the head in the same room. Cole and Jessica were reportedly cousins. Cole allegedly used Mason George's handgun in the double murder-suicide. Investigators have since learned that the teen boy made threats of self-harm prior to the fatal shooting. This is a developing story. Crime Online will provide further updates when more information is available. Oh my gosh, guys, this is horrible. This is horrible. Suicides, when I read these murder-suicides, they do bother me because I've lost 2 loved ones to suicide. My grandfather committed suicide when I was a kid. And then in 2008, my boyfriend committed suicide in front of me when I broke up with him. When people threaten suicide, take it seriously. There's a lot of people that will threaten suicide for attention and to get what they want. It's pretty obvious when that is happening, and that's something that really pisses me off. It really does. Oh, something didn't go my way, so I'm going to kill myself to make everybody freak out. I'm going to say I'm going to kill myself, you know. I hate when people do that. But, you know, you can tell someone's, you know, struggling and stuff, and they say, hey, I'm thinking about, you know, killing myself. Take them seriously. Take them seriously. There is a lot of teens that's struggling right now. This pandemic has brought out awful things. Have you heard about the murder of Lori Bible and Ashley Freeman in Welch, Oklahoma? It happened December 3rd, 1989. No, Hibiscus. Let me write that down. I'll look it up, though. I'm always looking for cases to research and do streams on. Sweet dreams shine on. Hopefully I'll see you this evening if you're up. I'm going to write this name down so I can research it. I've been wanting to do a stream. Y'all know how like I'll do streams on cases. Like maybe we should do a stream on Ed Gein. I've been seeing this Discovery Plus must have some kind of documentary out about him. Crap, I don't have that crap, but I know a lot about that guy. I just have to refresh my memory. We could do a stream on him or anybody that y'all want to. I love Hibiscus's name too. She sounds like, I'm assuming it's a female, really nice person. They're searching for their bodies today, are they? Oh gosh. Let me look it up before I get off here. And like I said, I will probably see y'all this evening around 7:30. I may do it earlier. It's just according. The murders of Loria Bible and Ashley Freeman. disappeared between the evening of December 29th. Oh, that's my son's birthday, December 29th. In the early morning hours of December 30th, 1990, from Freeman's home in Welch, Oklahoma. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. The house was on fire. I know what you're talking about. I know that case. Not well, but I watched something on the ID channel about it. CC, I found some excellent info on the Kitty Cabin murders. Oh, thank you for saying that, Kitty Cabin murders. We're going to do those. I forgot about it. Hey, guess what, C-Bit Shoes? I found a channel that is nothing but the Kitty Cabin murders. You don't upload nothing but about that case. Let me see if I can find it before I get off here. They got a good documentary on there, too, about it. Oh, right here it is. Let me go to their channel. It's called Kitty28. Let me copy the link. Okay. Check out this link when I can get back to my chat, Cement Shoes. Check out this channel. Let me paste it. Hold on a minute. Okay, here it is. Yes, check out. Let me highlight it. If I can get to my comments, it looks like my StreamYards has quit working on me. My comment section. I was going to highlight it, but I can't. Have a great day, y'all. Turkey hugs for Michigan. Be kind to one another. Hey, Sapphire, you gonna let me name your turkeys? Or are you gonna let me have the honor of naming your turkeys when you find out what sex they are? Now, if they're a boy and a girl, you need to name them Bonnie and Clyde. But we got to figure out some other names in case, maybe they're two girls. Maybe they're two boys. Maybe it's a girl and a boy. We don't know. My worst nightmare is dying in the fire water. Me too, Dorothy. Me too. I have a bad fear of drowning. Hey, Dorothy, try to check out the evening porch chats. We have some chats in the evenings just sitting on the porch. We don't do true crime. We just talk about everything. So try to check it out. Uh-oh. There's my dog busting through the door. Anyways, I will see y'all later this evening. I'll make a post probably about an hour before I'm going to do my chat on the porch. Anyways, thanks for chatting. Thanks for your support. Everybody be safe. Have a wonderful day. Be safe, be kind, and peace. We got to get some merch that says that. Be safe, be kind, peace. Bye, guys. I'll see y'all this evening.